blame. It's, I mean, even now when I hear, well, you know, so and so took their own life, and well, what happened? You know, it's automatic. Everybody wants to know, well, you know, who were they talking to last, or what was the, you know, who were they fighting with? Which, again, I think a lot of people, they're looking for the blame. They're looking for, well, she started the fight, and look what happened. You know, and it's not point A to point B at all. It's, you know, it's a lifetime of things. I've come up with the idea that the best way to explain it is somebody who's suicidal, or maybe not even suicidal, but may, you know, sometime in their life complete a suicide. They're like a glass of water. You've got this glass of water, and it fills. There's lots of drops. There's lots of things in life that start to fill up that glass. And, you know, I'll use, you know, mine and Bill's disagreement or argument, you know, the night he left. And so that was a drop. That fight was a drop. So when it falls in, you know, yes, it overflowed the glass, but you can't tell that was what tipped it over. Mm-hmm. You know, it's all together. Mm-hmm. It all adds up.
There were all those other drops in the glass.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not the same person I was.
Oh, I bet you're not.
At all.
Do you feel like you're a better person because of it?
I don't know, better.
Or just different?
I'm different, yeah. If you had known me before, I was fairly quiet, kind of, you know, held back. If somebody, you know, wanted me to do something, I'd do it. Mm-hmm. I just agreed to everything. I am incredibly outspoken now. I don't take anything from anyone.
And why do you think that is?
Well, I have to be the two-parent role now. Mm-hmm. I'm not just, you know, the mom, you know, the motherly role. I had to take on, you know, the protection of a dad, and there was always a joke, you know, that, well, if I ever died, I'm going to come back and haunt you. And I was like, well, how am I going to know you're haunting me? You know, there's little things like that.
Have you ever felt like he's still around?
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
It's an interesting, funny story. After I had kids, I had jeans that did not fit as well. And when I bent over, I had a little bit of butt crack showing. So anytime I would be bent over, he'd poke his finger right at the top of my butt crack. And so he said, when he comes back to haunt me, you know, if I ever feel something, you know, poking my butt crack, that was how he was going to let me know. Yeah, and there was just one time where I leaned over and I thought, are you kidding me? And yeah.
You felt it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought, well, he's here. No.
Do you ever have good dreams about Bill?
You know, sometimes. But it's never about him and me. It's always like he's in the background. He's, you know, like I had a dream about my graduation, and you know the big party I'm going to have afterwards and everything. But in my dream, he was sitting out in the crowd, and I remember, you know, waving to him, and he waved back, but there was this big barrier, and I knew that I couldn't get there. So yeah, it's things like that.
How did that make you feel in that dream, or looking back on that dream, how does that make you feel?
In the dream, I was ecstatic to see him. Even though that barrier was there, I was so happy that I could see him.
Do the girls still talk about him quite a bit?
All the time.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
So Dad's still very much alive at home?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
What do you do to keep his memory alive?
Oh, gosh. We keep a picture of him in our living room, the one that was on the casket. Mm-hmm. The girls have, they've gone through photo albums and picked out pictures that they want in their rooms. Mm-hmm. little things all the time, you know, that come up, and oh my gosh, Dad would have done that, or Dad would have loved it if this, and things like that.
Either part of conversation?
Absolutely, yep,
And do you think that's helped the girls?
definitely, yes. I miss him every day. There's not a day that I don't think about him, or try and work him into a conversation somewhere, you know, just, oh, yeah, Bill used to do that, you know, just little things like that.
You have something on your Facebook page, your personal Facebook page. It's one of your favorite quotes, and it's from Bill, and it says, "I will love you forever, no matter what."
Mhm.
When did he say that to you?
All the time. All the time. That's, you know, even on the days that I get mad, you know, and I still wonder, you know, how he could have done it or why he did it. I know, you know, without a doubt that he loved me.